Hey folks, welcome to B5 Bricks. Hope you're all well. In today's video, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. And as you can see, I already have our tree up and it's 1.5 degrees outside today. So it certainly is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And here's one of my lovely little Christmas diorama MOCs that I make every year. This is something we have done every year for the last 5 or 6 years or so, and we used to make this kind of thing at our Lego club in the cafe, and it's a really fun thing to do, especially with the kids. I'm not going to do like a speed build video or anything like that, as you can pretty much see exactly what I've done here just by looking at the video footage, and if you want to do something similar, I'd suggest you keep it on an 8x16 base plate, like I've done, as it's a neat size which can fit most places on the home on display, and it also means you won't use up too many bricks. My tree is pretty simple, and I've got a ton of these green wedge pieces, and I like this look over, say, using the actual Lego foliage pieces, and I wanted to have it quite tight and narrow so it could fit easily on this space, so the wedges fit really well. I'm keeping it simple too, with just those coloured studs giving it some decoration, and you can see here how I've alternated the wedges to give it a more tree-like branch look, which has some variation, but the key is to keep it simple. I'm all about making it as simple, as to me it's more fun, it's faster, and it uses less specialist parts. The same for the wreath. I had a few different ideas on doing this slightly different this year, and there was a cool version that came in last year's LEGO Friends calendar which had actual leaves that they used, but I thought, nah, I want to make it super simple, and I've got a bunch of these green corner plates, and it's just a super simple build and an easy attachment on the wall, and it looks fantastic. The mantelpiece clock is a simple studs on side brick with wedges, and this stocking is a super simple yet an effective build using this corner tile and the rounded dot style. I use this kind of attachment at the back so I can angle the stocking at a diagonal, again keeping it simple. So if I take this tree away and I'll pull the back off, and you can see how easily it was built here. I really like the striped blue wall, but in the past I've done a dark green one, which was nice, but use whatever you've got. I put a nice old fashioned gold window in here as well, with some brown pieces which is supposed to be wood panelling, and I've added some nice details like the picture frame, and for the fireplace it's just a simple archway with some cones and studs, but it really looks effective. I don't want to go too ornate with it either, as my setting is supposed to be like a wooden chalet sort of interior. For the base, I started off with the fireplace and placed the blue tiles as a fire surround, and then worked from there to add the flooring tiles and the jumper plates for the presents, and for the base I've kept that wooden cabin feel using those brown palisade bricks underneath. Oh, now the presents are such a fun build to do, especially with the kids. They love making these. In fact, we always make way too many than we have for our setting, and we use them for other things as well. And I want to give a lot of contrast to the setting, so I use a lot of colour here to really give some variation, and some printed letter tiles as well. Now this is all cleared away, you can see the food items a bit better. I've got a carrot for Rudolph, of course, clipped in here, and there's some milk too, and a mince pie for Santa. If Lego ever make a whiskey glass piece, I'll use that instead, as that's what we give Santa every year. And I'll pop this back, tall presents at the rear and the wee ones at the front, and that looks great, a really nice way of framing the composition with the presents sloping down from size gradient. And I've got this train here. This actually is from the Assembly Square modular. Nice to include it. Oh, and yeah, I know this fire is full on burning away here, but don't forget Santa's magic, and he won't get hurt. It's a bit like Harry Potter and the flu powder. He just whooshes down, no bother, and he's got a wee sack here. Obviously this is the way it looks when he's emptied it, as he's delivered the presents now, of course, and he's going to eat his snacks now. So I hope you like it, and I really hope you can make something similar. Check what parts you've got. The kids love making their own trees and presents as well, and it's lots of fun deciding what to include. And Lego, they make loads of Christmas themed sets now, but I find that they're actually quite expensive, and it can be a bit pricey buying all the new ones every year when we can just build our own wee scene. And in the past we made this quite a big thing and had a sofa, and we had Sven the reindeer on the roof as well, so just play about with what you've got. And hey, if you like this video, why not subscribe and hit the notifications bell too, so you don't miss a thing, and why not check out some of my other videos on simple MOCs, money saving tips and my micro Gotham City build, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!